Hi everyone, I'm Madam Chalmers and I'm Head of Sociology. I'm going to be giving you some insight into what sociology is, what the GCSE course looks like, and where it can actually take you. So what is sociology? Sociology is the study of social life, groups, and societies. Sociologists are interested in understanding the ways in which society influences us and shapes our lives. So what this means is that we look at different people in society and try to understand who they are, how they are influenced, and what they might be influenced by. In order for you to be successful in this subject, you will need to be organized and determined, as sociology is not easy, and you'll have to get your head around a lot of information. But showing resilience and making sure that you keep up and ask for help is certainly going to get you through that. You have to have an interest in people. So in sociology, everything can be applied to humans and your own experiences. We like to discuss why certain people do certain things and what they could be influenced by. So if you don't really like people, this might not be the subject for you. You need to have a love of discussion. So discussion and debate is always important in sociology. We like to understand where people may be coming from, why they might believe or think the way they do, and you have to be prepared to contribute. You have to also have good literacy skills, so you need to be able to write logical, clear, and well-explained essays. Sociology is content heavy, so knowing how to write essays is important. However, I do teach you guys how to write an essay, or a good sociological essay, and it's about using those skills that you have learned from English and applying it within this subject as well. But most importantly, I always suggest that you're independent. So you're going to be able to, you're going to be expected to conduct a lot of work and research on your own. So you must be motivated to work outside of the classroom too. So at the end of year 11, you're going to be sitting 2 exams. The first exam will be an hour and 45 minutes and it makes up 50% of your GCSE. And in this exam, you'll be tested on families, education, theory and research methods. And then the second exam is also an hour and 45 minutes and it makes up the next half of your GCSE, which is the next 50% of your GCSE. And you'll be tested on crime and deviance, social stratification, and again, social theory and research methods. Just a bit about each of these topics. So families, you look at the different types of families that may exist in the UK, and you start to think about how they can actually shape our behaviour. With education, we look at how education has changed over time and the importance of education and how it can actually help us to become successful. With crime and deviance, we look at why people may commit crime and the impact that it can have for people in our society. And with social stratification, we look at how society is structured and how this may benefit or limit certain individuals, again, within our society. With social theory and research methods, social theory is ultimately looking at the different theories and what they have to say about families, education, crime and deviance, and social stratification. And with research methods, it looks at how people go out and find the information, the statistics that we might have and that we might study. And then you even have an opportunity to conduct your own research. So in order to fully understand the requirements of the exam, you need to know how you are going to be assessed. And we call them assessment objectives. And there are 3 assessment objectives within sociology. The first 2 are AO1 and AO2. So AO1 is your knowledge and understanding. And this tests your ability to read, remember, and understand the information that I teach you. AO2 is about your application. This looks at how you can actually apply what I've taught you to everyday life into the context in which you need to actually answer the questions. And then our AO3, which is our analysis and evaluation. So it's how strong or how weak an argument may be and your discussion of why it might be strong or why it might be weak. We do really encourage critical thinking. And so I will be pulling that out of you guys throughout the 3 years that you'll be studying sociology. Where can sociology take you? There are so many places that sociology can take you. There's so many jobs that you can actually get into. So some of them are listed. So lawyer, you can go into being into the media, public relations, become a social worker, even become a teacher yourself. You can go into market research, you can go into guidance counselling, and it can actually really link to psychology as well. So if you want to be a therapist, anything about working with people, it really does help. Working in human resources, and there's so many more. Hopefully you found this interesting, and hopefully it answered some of your questions, and I hope to see you next year when you start your GCSEs.